During our short trip to Sri Lanka, we did a few mistakes which could have improved our lovely holiday. Since it was a short trip, we thought we would get eSIMs at the airport. I think it was a mistake as the only eSIM provider at the airport would provide only 50 gigabytes connections. If you are only here for a short time, you could get the eSIM prior to your arrival through airalo.com. We had placed a lump rice order from a not-so-famous caterer for our Christmas Eve. This was a mistake as the food was a big letdown. Please order special meals from reputed places or hotels. The biggest mistake we had done was only have 6 days in Colombo. This made our schedule very tight with little room to unplanned activities. Which also leads us to our next mistakes. We stayed only in Colombo. Would suggest at least 2 weeks in Sri Lanka to visit other cities like Ella, Kandy, Galle, Sigiriya, Jaffna, Yala and Anuradhapura. Sri Lanka has so much to offer. We also did not factor in the time spent in traffic. We didn't realize how hectic Colombo is during Christmas season. The malls were packed. Galle Face Green was crowded, along with the popular restaurants. If you happen to be in Sri Lanka during Christmas, would suggest to stay away from Colombo and come back after the New Year, when things are much calmer. We did not try much street food. We couldn't eat Koththu roti or any other street food. This was another mistake. Sri Lanka has some very good local beer. Lion Lager is a must-have. Transportation. We used only tuk-tuk or Uber during the trip. We had a few challenges with the tuk-tuk. We used metered ones or had to negotiate the price in advance. We had one driver who cheated us by taking us on a longer route to the hotel in his metered tuk-tuk. While most of the drivers were honest, you find the odd one who tries to cheat. I guess it's anywhere in the world. Uber, on the other hand, had its own challenges. Most drivers didn't know the direction. They don't seem to be familiar with using the maps. Additionally, there were a few drivers whose vehicle details were not accurate. No air conditioner, or the number of seats were wrong. So watch out. Even with these mistakes, we had a very awesome trip Colombo. If you are still wondering about a trip to Sri Lanka, we highly recommend it. The people are so nice and helpful, which makes it a beautiful place to visit. The food is fabulous. Colombo is modern. After all, Sri Lanka has so much to offer. Like and subscribe. We are heading to Doha for our second stopover.